we welcome you to the AFC Championship game.
The conference championship game. That means 60 minutes away from the Super Bowl. And I can only imagine what these players are feeling right now.
The players, they know they're 60 minutes away, Jim, from the Super Bowl. So don't let that excitement affect your play today. Just concentrate on the moment. Make sure you play each play one at a time.
And the conference championship is underway. The winner heading to the Super Bowl. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Colts lined up in the nickel. The Raiders snap it at the 26. Got the first, and he's got some space. Bill, you always talk about establishing the run early, and they do it with that one big play.
Oh, they sure did. This offensive line and that play, they put a whipping on the defensive linemen and linebackers that time, and a good job by the running back taking advantage of it.
Two hands on the football and has the catch.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run.
That's a gain of 10. The Colts defense now is going to go nickel. Tosses the football. What a first series touchdown.
There is nothing like getting off to a good start in the conference championship game. The score first gives you confidence, gives your defense confidence. Now they know what they can go out there, be aggressive, maybe take a chance, and add to that lead.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20.
First down at the 20. Takes it out of the eye. Gains 5. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense is going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on first down.
Well, let's go.
Will go ground. Makes contact with the down player, and that's where the play comes to an end. Here's a look at the offense. And if they're going to win today, they must open up the game for the offense. The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run.
Hey, how about that? The defensive line, everybody shifting to the left. I think they're expecting a run. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of. I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
3rd and 4. And he hauls it in.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
The Colts will take the snap from the 35. That's a gain of only a yard. Here's the defense, a unit that works best when it gets to the quarterback. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. The Colts pistol set here. Back to him. Going to be a tackle for a loss. This defense is ready to pounce here early in this game as a 3rd and long play is coming up.
They sure are. There's no doubt about that. They got themselves in a good situation here. If I'm the quarterback now, 3rd and long, I would be very cautious and conservative.
Press coverage all the way.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle. Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Over the middle and incomplete that time. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly. And this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time. And the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
He's got a chance for a return. He'll pick up 7 this time. The Raiders offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at it. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Taken down at the 33.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
And they get to him at the 45. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Wide to the left, still on his feet. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
Let's go. Grab 38. Grab 38. Get ready. Grab 38.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The Raiders elect to take a timeout here before the second down snap. The Colts load up the box, going with the 46 defense. The Raiders from the 37. And at the 37, he'll be brought down.
Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. Third down on the way. One last play before the quarter ends. From the gun.
And there's a drop.
Welcome back, folks. We're getting set for the start of the next quarter. They bring back out the offense to go for it. Playing press coverage to the outside. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. There's a flag right there. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line.
The Raiders decided to go for it on fourth down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And, of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
First down here. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. With the contact, the ball comes out.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Set up now at the 32.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
It's wide open. Gains 15.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
In his hands, complete, touchdown.
They continue to pour it on early in the second quarter with yet another touchdown here, Phil.
Well, I hope the defense learned a little something on that drive. The way they are playing is not working. So you are allowed to blitz in this league. You can take a chance. That's what I suggest. Get after it, be more aggressive, and blitz that offense.
takes off from the 5. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Colts didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but man, that was pretty easy. Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. Second down and 10. They run the counter play. He's brought down at the 23-yard line.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
Let's go.
The Colts take it from the 23. He has the grab. Has the first down. Now looking for more. And they bring him down at the 33-yard line. Press coverage all the way. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
Look at the defensive linemen talking. They're all now shifting to the left.
Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete. Boy, that was some hit that time to knock the ball out.
Yeah, it was a good hit, but listen, you can tell the receivers expecting that big hit. I don't know why. You're going to get hit no matter what, so you might as well just go ahead and catch the football.
The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Second and 10. Looking at every option. Comes down with no. The defender tips it out.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches the defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
Third down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The wide receiver in motion. Reaches out and snatches it. The offense is still on the field right now. Fourth down, and they'll need to pick up 2.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The Colts will take the snap from the 25. The Colts turn the ball over on downs.
The Colts go for it on fourth down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Raiders back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So would not be surprised to see them to go out there and have success again.
The corners retreating. The Colts out now in a 4-6 formation. The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. Heaving it down the field. It's intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Loss of 4 on the play. The Raiders lined up in the nickel.
First down and 10. And intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Raiders offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
And they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. You're right. They're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
Secures it with two hands.
Quarterbacks love play-action passes, especially on first down, because the defense, sometimes they're expecting run. You fake it, easy completion down the field.
The Raiders from the 32. Ball is out, and the recovery is made by the defense.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
The Colts will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done. The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback.
The Colts snap it at the 31. Catch made. Picks up 8 here.
The Colts did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now, second and short, really puts the defense in a tough position. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Off the mark.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort. The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel.
Let's go.
The Colts are going to call a timeout. Want to talk about this third down.
The offense needs 2 yards here on third down following the incompletion. Looks like they're in press coverage here. It's going to be a delay of game penalty. Third down after the penalty.
The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. The Colts have to get to the 41 for a first.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Makes the grab and the feet are down.
Well, Jim, I always say it's about deception when you're playing offense. That time, the play action fake by the quarterback was so good that defense didn't even see that he still had the football, and he throws it down there for a nice completion.
The Colts all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Pulls it in. Still powering ahead. The Colts now move the chains.
Last play before the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10. Handoff made. And we've reached the 2-minute warning.
The line of scrimmage, the 32-yard line.
Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
The Colts come out in the pistol. 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Slashes to the left side.
And that's a 2-yard gain.
The rush totals just haven't been there in the first half, and that's one reason why they are behind right now, partner.
Well, the NFL offense is about deception. How do you get deception? You keep your offense balanced. So you need to be able to run it so you can use play action to get the big plays down the field.
3rd and 8 coming up.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
The Colts will line up. The first down markers right at the 23-yard line.
They motion the receiver around to the other side. 3rd and 8. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
The Raiders, 1 timeout remaining.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
The Raiders set at the line. Dime package. First down at the 21.
And it's swatted away.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion. The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Takes the hit, throws.
That's it. Now it's time. Even though it's 3rd and long, you can't be over there, playing it safe. That has not worked for you. Time to call a play, take a chance, and get that football down the field.
All set up now at the 21.
Get ready. Blue got his ball. Blue got his ball.
The Colts come to the line with an empty backfield.
3rd and 10. Has the grab. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion. From the shotgun.
Has his target.
Touchdown. This game is tight. And that touchdown should restore quite a bit of their confidence. They're not too far off the lead now.
Well, they're a confident team usually, but the way they were playing today, you could tell they were down in the dumps, not showing much emotion, but that has changed around. They are excited and ready to play.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
The Raiders are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of saying it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
The Raiders now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 14-7. First down at the 20. Got a big lane. That's a gain of 6.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
They'll go ground. Good for only a yard.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain. Jim, a good decision here by the coaches to go into hurry-up offense right before halftime. You want to get as many plays off as you can before the halftime whistle blows.
That's his first reception today. The Raiders signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. One more snap, and we'll head to halftime.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Corners are backing off here. First and 10. Scanning the field. The ball is jarred out of his hands. And that's going to do it for the first half, folks. We'll be back to the Black Hole in Oakland for the start of the second half after this. Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field.
They'll take it at the 20.
The Colts talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Double tight end formation.
The third quarter begins with this play. Gets about 9 on the play. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. Second and short following the run.
Let's go.
To the ground. Going to be a penalty here.
Boy, if his head got yanked back the other way, an obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Let's go.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Makes the reception.
He's brought down at the 46.
Now the offense in their hurry up.
The D-line saw something on the offense. Everybody shifting to their left. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Looking to go down the field here.
Set up now at the 46. Third and 2. Scrambling now. And he steps out of the field of play.
The Colts look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
The Raiders defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
Out of the shotgun formation. And it's knocked down.
There's a difference. When you play zone, you drop back and you watch the quarterback and you react to the football. When you're playing man-to-man, all you're worried about is where that receiver goes. You try to shadow him, look for the football, and try to make a play.
Coming to the line at the 40-yard line. Press coverage all the way. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Makes the reception.
The Colts just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
The Raiders with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. They're setting up screen. And this run goes backwards and will end up as a loss of 5.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
The Colts take it from the 28.
Intercepted.
He's brought to a halt. An interception with the lead here in the third quarter. And now their offense is all set up.
Yeah, really, real good job by the defense. No question about it. But what were they thinking, Jim, on the offensive side? The play call was bad. The decision was terrible. And the throw was worse.
First down at the 16. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss.
Quickly to the line.
Let's go.
Second down and a long way to go.
Has the first down and a whole lot more. No one's going to get him now.
Going to take it home for the touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
The Raiders for the point after. The extra point, the kick is good. The Colts are ready to return the kick.
Stiff arms to stay on his feet.
Tackles made. That return's good for about 23.
The Colts offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 18. Taken down at the 21. No time to huddle now. Second down and 7.
He's got the catch.
A tackle behind the line.
Not much the offense can do in a situation like this. Third and long, what you probably will have to do is either surprise them with a run or throw it short and hope somebody can make a play and pick up a first down.
3rd and 10 coming up.
Let's go.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Drop back, shotgun formation. Launches it down the field. The pass is intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Raiders could have asked for this third quarter to have gone any better for them than it has so far, as they've just continued to do what they were doing in the first half, up and down the field.
Oh, man, they kept the pedal to the metal, man. They are letting it go. They're being aggressive, and they're trying to end this game right here.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raiders snap it at the 36. There's a flag out.
They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
The Colts defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. First down at the 46.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Colts will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
The old counter play. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. That leads us to second down. Second and 11.
Finds his mark.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
On the way, third down.
The Raiders will come out in the dime. The Colts lined up. Everybody split out wide.
Third down and 10. With 2 hands, he has it.
The Colts are set to punt. The Colts elect to take another timeout here, and they have only 1 remaining the rest of the way.
Offense is still on the field here. On fourth down, needing 8 yards for the first.
The Colts come out in a bunch set.
And the quarterback doesn't get the snap in time. That's going to be a delay of game right here.
The Colts will risk it here, going for it on fourth down. The Raiders go with the dime formation here on defense.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Has his man.
And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
I thought that was a pretty risky play that time by the offense. Even though it's the second half and you're down, you don't always have to go for it on fourth down. Fortunate for them, they got it that time.
Here's the first snap after the big play. And he's taken down.
Well, if your offensive line's not good enough just to stop the pass rush, then you got to help them out. How do you do that? Well, you keep the tight end in, let him be an extra blocker, and you tell your running backs to help out, too, blocking some of these defensive linemen.
The Raiders come out in a dime package. Final quarter underway now with this snap. On the money.
That's a gain of 8.
Every quarterback hates a situation like this. You're down the football game, and you got third and long, but you must be thinking, don't turn it over. So don't force the situation by trying to throw one in there in tight coverage. If they're not open, throw it short.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. Quarters formation here for the defense.
The Colts get set at the line and need to get to the 46 for a first.
Almost intercepted that time.
The Colts really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
The coach is going to go for it.
The Colts come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
going for it on 4th down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. And the flag is down. They bring back out the offense to go for it. Offense going to stop the game here with a timeout. The coach is going to go for it. Quarters formation here for the defense.
The Colts come to the line with a bunch set.
Get ready. Fire ready up. Fire ready up.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. The Colts that time go for it on 4th down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
The Raiders with the ball back now, benefiting from the turnover after giving the ball up themselves just a few minutes earlier. We're seeing mistakes start to accumulate here, Phil, for both teams.
Yeah, I think, Jim, that's what you call them. You call them mistakes. They are turnovers. They're just giving the football away. There's no excuse for that. Man, they got to tighten things up here in this game.
And a flag is down. Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
6 for the Raiders.
And a second touchdown on the game.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
The Colts are ready to return the kick. He'll have a chance to take off.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Colts really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball, Phil. They went for it on 4th down in their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, when you're backed up and you go for it on 4th down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat writer covering this coach, what do you think the headline would be tomorrow in his story?
It'd probably be the first time I've ever agreed with the beat writer.
Gets it out for the completion.
And he is tackled down at the 38-yard line.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The Colts take it from the 38.
Down on the field. Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
The Colts come to the line. First down marker is at the 48. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Going for the deep ball. Has his man.
And in for the touchdown.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
Extra point was good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. A foot race to the end zone. Now at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown.
When you get a kick return for a touchdown, a lot has to happen. One, it takes talent by the kick returner, but look at all the good blocks we saw down the field and the speed of the kick returner. Touchdown.
The Raiders for the point after. The point after is good. The Raiders ready to boot the football down the field. He's got a chance to return this one. Ball is out. The kicking team recovers, and here they go. On his way. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
That's the way they're taught, to be greedy. Don't be satisfied with just getting a turnover. Take it all the way back to the house for the score.
And the extra point is good. The Colts are ready to return the kick. They're setting up the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Raiders lined up in the nickel. The Colts have it at the 24. To the sideline and complete.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Get ready.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. From the gun. Surveys. But it's incomplete.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The Colts come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. And this is dropped.
Well, he dropped the football, and there's no doubt why he dropped it. You have to look it in. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
The Colts are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation.
From the gun. And they get the sack. This drive pretty symptomatic of the way things have gone all day long, Phil. Another failed third down conversion. And another sequence that ends with the offense trudging off the field.
No answers on the offensive side here today. And, yeah, I'm going to give the defense a lot of credit. They've been outstanding, but the offense just hasn't tested them enough with different plays to make them think on the defensive side.
The Raiders at the line. Dime package.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Reaches out and grabs it.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Catch made. Sixth catch today so far.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time. He throws it down the field for another completion.
First down at the 18. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Let's go. Red three. Let's go.
First and goal from the 2.
He's scrambling down, and he's thrown to the ground.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
Loss of a couple that time. Second and goal from the 4. Picks up about 2.
Just keep playing on the offensive side. Even though you're getting blown out, don't give up. Try to make every play count. Try to get this one in the end zone.
Third and goal to go. Runs it across for the touchdown.
Well, that's really having deep belief in your offensive line. Isn't it? Third and goal. Your offensive line just road grades the defense out of there, and they get the touchdown running the football.
The Colts in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. That kick came right at him, and it looks like the receiving team has recovered. The Raiders face a deficit here in the fourth quarter, even though the offense has done its part.
The offense has been spectacular. They've played very well. The defense has been awful. But you will not hear anything from the offense talking to the defense about that. Now, Jim, you switch that around, I promise you that defense would be complaining to the offensive players, to the fans, and to the media. That's just the way it is.
Wide to the left.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Raiders at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation.
2 minutes to go in the second half.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's shifting to their left.
The Raiders have it at the 34.
And that'll be a gain of about 2. 3rd and 2 here after the run. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock. And that is an art, and this team is good at it.
Let's go.
First down at the 28. The give. Picks up 8 here.
Jim, no surprise there. You got the lead. It's late in the game. You run the football, make that clock keep ticking. And you go over these situations so many times in practice. You got to manage the clock, know how much time you got left. They've done that well, and just keep running it. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
The wide receiver in motion. Once again, a running play.
Well, even though they have a lead here, it's late in the fourth quarter. You still got to be unpredictable. Keep the defense on edge. As I always say, make the defense react and not attack. So make them guess what plays you're going to run.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Let's go.
They feed it to him. What ball is out?
The offense knows they caught a big break here. After you fumble and recover it and going in to score, you got to feel good now. Take advantage of that opportunity and go in and punch it in for a score.
3rd and 12. Toss to the outside. And that's a gain of 9. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day. And this will probably wrap things up here. Here's the quick toss. Charging ahead. There they are, the winners of the Lamar Hunt Trophy, the new AFC champions. Well, today we identified the best team in its conference. Going on now to the big stage and the Super Bowl.
To win a conference championship, that is so exciting. But then to sit back and think, we are going to the Super Bowl. That is something that you just can't even dream sometimes when you think of the good stuff that the game can bring you. But an exciting game today, going to the Super Bowl, it's just all wonderful, wonderful stuff.
So that's going to do it in this one. For Phil Simms and all the crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.